Well, a very good afternoon to you all and a warm welcome into 6 Mile, just south of Rome, Georgia. We are live from the Corral on the campus of Georgia Highlands College for this GCAA matchup between your Georgia Highlands Chargers here at home today and South Crescent Tech College out of Griffin, Georgia. Big matchup for GHC, trying to keep some positive momentum going. It was not a great start to the year. Came in with a 5-9 record into conference play, but since then they've done pretty well in GCAA contests. They're 3-1 going in, and their only loss was to South Georgia State. Really talented team. They're the only undefeated team left in the conference. So Georgia Highlands, after making it to the finals of the conference last season, very much on pace to do so again. Very much a trap game, though, here at home against a winless Southern Crescent Tech. And the women got their win earlier on by a pretty large margin. It was GHC women's first win in the conference late of the season. Chargers definitely in a better spot than that in the conference on the men's side, but they would like to finish off the doubleheader all the same. SC Tech, they are in the all blue with yellow and green trim, and Georgia Highlands in their really clean white uniforms this afternoon. First half underway. And with the ball is Tyquise Wallace. His pass is out of bounds. It was looking for Wesley Nkoma, but couldn't find him, so it's Charger basketball. 5 on the floor for GHC. You got Jakeem Payne at number 3. Number 4 is Jaquan Nelson. Kamani Hopkinson out of Lauderhill, Florida, wears number 10. Muhammad Kante is number 5 out of the Bronx. Comes in from Northern Oklahoma Community College. That's the first bucket of the day. Hopkinson knocks it in. And rounding out your starting lineup, just so you know, Cameron Baldwin, no, it's number 30, 6'8" forward out of Ackworth. Up top here, Southern Crescent Tech. I saw the SC and said the wrong thing. Long two, no good from Jaden Bailey. Defensive board falls to Baldwin. Here come the Chargers, going quickly. It's a hallmark of their program. Getting the ball inside. What a pass! Excellent vision. Muhammad Kante, he knocks it down. And that'll make it 4-0. Great start in this first minute of play. 19 minutes and counting to go in half number 1. Left corner, the 3-ball was way over Nicholas Mason, no good. The baseball team is here right in front of us among a couple of other teams. Large student section of athletes here for GHC, and they were letting them hear it off that missed air ball attempt. GHC with the offensive board, 10 to shoot. This is Baldwin trying to get it inside, and he does. Nice cut, the great pass, and the little flip to the wrist. No good on the layup attempts. Everything was good but the finish from Jaquan Nelson. Meanwhile, three-pointers blocks. Cameron Baldwin's been everywhere early on. 18:22 to go in the half. And SC Tech going to have to start again. The Tigers of Southern Crescent from Griffin, Georgia. That's where their primary campus is. But it's one of 6 campuses they have. As far out west as Peachtree City and as far south as Henry County. Left wing 3, that's good. Goes down from the corner from Tyquise Wallace, the guard wearing number 4, and so that will open things up offensively for Crescent. And again, they come into this with an 0-5 conference record on the season. They are 4-11. Struggled this year. Highlands, nice kick. Conte passed up the wide open 3 for an even more open 3. It's no good. That's exactly the look that Jakeem Payne would have wanted. Guy to watch out for is number 4, Jaquan Nelson. He is the team's leading scorer. Can really go off when he's got the opportunity to. No good on that 3. And again, the student section really getting into it, letting Tech hear about it. Meanwhile, it's a nice little spin. Going the other direction, Matthew Willis. He will kick it to the top of the key. The 3 from Bailey. Wow. Bailey has a pair of triples, and that's the first lead of the game for the visitors. Tigers out of Griffin, up 6-4. 17-13 remaining in this first half. No time for panic for either team. Top of the key, this is Payne, hands off to Nelson. Nelson can shoot it, so can Payne. Nice switch, lots of space in that zone, and they could not quite take advantage, but that backside wing three, I think, is going to be open more often than not for Highlands. They're finding it, just not scoring off of it so far. Something else to keep in mind, this is a problem for the women's team earlier too for the Tigers, but they have a very short bench, only 6 players in total. But I'm able to see that they've brought with them from South Georgia today. Nice handoff, Conte goes to the rack, no good, gets his own. Second time is not good either. And so Mohamed Conte with a couple clear chances to score, couldn't get it, but the nice defensive play. Conte with a spin, beats 2 players and 1. The Corral is jumping. Tied at 6. That's a lot of energy for 4 minutes into this game. 16-19 to play in this first half, and the Chargers already have the crowd riled up. The and 1 attempt for Conte. 3 points the old-fashioned way is good, and it's 7-6. Chargers back on top in a big way. And it looks like there's only 1 player though on the bench, Jaden Brittle, for Tech, and so foul trouble is going to have to be something they keep an eye on across the course of this game, and fatigue is going to matter too. There's going to be a foul. Conte at the very end there kind of got his body in the way, and it was a foul. So Conte will pick up his first of the game, and he will promptly check out. Jayshon Jones is in, 6'6" sophomore wing from Shelbyville, Tennessee. Shelbyville Central High School, where he played his prep ball, and then went to Dodge City Community College as a freshman, transferred into Georgia Highlands to be a little close to home. Dodge City all the way out in Kansas. Shelbyville not too far across the Tennessee borderline. Here's Southern Crescent. Tigers trying to get themselves back in front on offense. It's been all 3-pointers to kick them off, and both of them have come from Bailey. Bailey tries one as a 2-pointer. That's no good. And, oh, they were looking for the alley-oop. The roof would have come off this place, but it was just a little bit too high and too hot for Jayshon Jones to handle. Kamani Hopkinson tried that lob pass. Cross half court with Matthew Willis. Here are the Tigers. Top of the key now, switch to the left. Tyquise Wallace. Got it to Bailey. He can't get that to go. Defensive board will fall to Jones. GHC going quickly, getting a screen from Hopkinson is Payne. And now Nelson, left corner. Oh, it just doesn't fall. Rolled around a couple of times and didn't drop. Defensive board for Tech. Trying to drive inside, DeAndre Miller. And the pass was a good one for Wesley Ankoma, or at least a good idea for the pass. The execution wasn't quite there. Going for the elevation and knocking it down is Jakeem Payne out of Douglasville. He's got his account underway. 9-6 is the Charger lead. Just over 15 to go in the half. Miller will bounce it to Wallace. Wallace going to be a focal point. Finds Bailey. Wide open 3, right wing, and did that go in? It did. It was a... What? No, it didn't. I was going to say, I don't think that went in. They were celebrating like it did. That was an air ball. It hit the net. And that, to be clear, did not count. So 9-6 remains the score. 14:49 to go in the first half. That will bring us to our first media timeout of the contest. We'll take a break. Be right back with you. Danny Catula with you live on GHC Charger Sports Network. Don't go away.
Sell out.
Back with you just south of Rome here at the campus of Georgia Highlands College. 14:49 to play in the first half. It's a 9-6 lead that the Chargers hold over Southern Crescent Tech. They got a tight one early on. And this little period as we get into the middle stage of the first half is going to be crucial. Whichever team can get a run, that would have been a great start to it. And, well, he just had to be careful, Jayshon Jones, not to hold on to the rim too long. He didn't. Of course, the alley-oop didn't work out anyway, but no technical foul in play. We did see the only substitution that we're going to see all day long for Southern Crescent Tech. Jaden Brill, he's in, replacing DeAndre Miller, and Brill has the ball now. Brill is going to make a nice move to get past Nelson, and he'll get it back on a pass from Bailey. Brill, bounce pass inside, trying to work inside was Ankoma, couldn't make it happen. Nice pass inside, wide open. The layup is good, too easy for a player of Jaquan Nelson's quality. Local product out of here in Rome, went to Alexander High School. He and Jakeem Payne both went there, actually, just graduated this past year. Made a pretty dangerous partnership as a pair of guards at the high school level and continuing to do that here at the NJCAA level too. Nice pass and kicked out to the top of the key. Hopkinson passing up shots. Nelson switches again, and this time he will take it. Payne, and he drains it. 3 more for the Chargers, and Georgia Highlands now have extended their lead to 8. That's what I'm talking about. These runs are crucial. If they can extend a run like this, get a couple of runs strung together, they'll be in really good shape going into the second half. And a wide open 3. It was long distance, but they gave him the space to shoot. It didn't go. Long rebound and just thrown a prayer into the air, and he found Nelson. Nelson couldn't get the 3 to go. Offensive board, though, that counts. Abraham Ibazima-Core, Georgia State transfer. Still has all 4 years of eligibility. Is listed as a freshman. He's out of Togo, West African nation. He's actually one of 2 West African natives as the 3 ball goes down from Bailey. He has all 9 of Southern Crescent's points, and they're all from the 3-point line. Very one-dimensional offensive attack so far. They'll have to change that, the Tigers. Yeah, just to finish the thought, Ibazima-Core out of Togo, but West African neighboring country Senegal is where Mamadou Diop is from. He wears number 23. Could see him off the bench today. 3 ball, no good from Payne. He knocked the one down earlier. This time, no dice. Here's Brill, the substitute for Tech. Inside, nice defense. Kept his hands up, did Ibazima-Core, and they're going the other way. All the way inside. Fancy finish from Jayshon Jones. He's having fun with it. 18-9 the new score. Student section, most of the baseball guys, they love it. Wallace into the corner. Back to Wallace. 2 guys went with him. And, well, backing out. Long 2 fade away. And nearly got his own rebound, but couldn't do it. Chargers have it. Payne's going to slow things down. And actually, the Chargers have a pretty short bench today, too. They've got, 12 guys listed on the roster. Only 8 to choose from today. Left elbow. Nice look at it, but couldn't get it to go. Ibazima-Core fighting for the rebound. It's kicked out, and the Chargers do have it. 3-pointer right wing. That's what Jaquan Nelson can do for you. It's 21-9 all of a sudden. Double-digit lead for the first time today. Pass inside, looking like maybe a jump ball, but coming away with it. And the foul. Count the bucket. Big man basket from Wesley Ankoma. First of all, they just rip it out of the hands of the defender. I think it was Hopkinson inside. He said no jump ball today. And then to boot, he's going to knock in a fall-away shot as he was pushed off. And he'll get the and one. If there was ever a play to make where you make that strong muscle celebration, I think that was the one. Really nice finish. And the and one's good. Had to make it on that type of situation. And Georgia Highlands should have gone quickly because Tech wasn't ready. But Southern Crescent does get back in position in time. 10:53 and counting to go in the first half. Nearing the midway point of this first period, and it's 21-12, the current score. Nice switch of play from one wing to the other. Payne thought about a 3. He'll back up now. Top of the key content. Another wing three was passed up. Oh, a great dish inside. There's no foul there, but an offensive board. Ibazimacor scores. Guess it still results in 2 points. Really, apparently should have been a foul, though. DJ Douglas went up and was hit on the arm. Here comes Southern Crescent. 10 and change in the first half. Moving inside, Miller bounces it back out. This is Ancoma. Bailey, left side. Matthew Willis. They just can't really find any space. Willis is going to drive inside, try to do it himself. That's a really good take. Fantastic finish. Nothing he can do defensively as the Chargers. Just a nice bucket. Going the other direction. Conte can't be stopped. Coast to coast. And it's an 11-point lead again. 25-14 under 10. And a drive inside was Miller. Kicks it to the corner. Barely staying in bounds there. He's double teamed there. The trap, they pass out of it. Top of the key. He's got space. Bailey, that's not a you want to leave open. And he's now 3 for 4 at the three-point line. He had made all 3 of his three-point attempts before that one. Still a guy that you're going to want to key in on defensively. Nice offensive sequence for Tech, just didn't get the shot to fall. Ibazimacor wanted to pass inside. He didn't get it. Instead, they'll swing it around the perimeter. Ibazimacor wants it again. He gets it. He likes this matchup. He'll go inside. The fake, no good on the layup. And the board on the backside is going to fall to Tech. Trying to go all the way, and they do, but no good on the layup. Long pass inside, and it was too long. Conte was trying to find Jay-Sean Jones. Couldn't do it. Looks like they're going to substitute here. And, in fact, we're going to go to a media break, so as many substitutions as I want to make. We'll take a breather with them and come right back. 9:03 in the half. It's a 25-14 lead for the Chargers here on the Chargers Sports Network. All right, a really good start for GHC here on the Charger Sports Network. Danny Kachula with you all. Glad you're with us. Those of you who are watching live, it's not the best of weather outside, but here we are nice and dry, safe from any flood watches and warnings. And it's a good start for Highlands over Southern Crescent Tech. The defense continues to be strong. They're trying to add it to an 11-point lead. A no-look pass. That was a killer move. Unbelievable from Jaquan Nelson. He found DJ Douglas. That is a pass of the season contender. Assist of the game already. I don't care what else we see today. That was gorgeous. Left side, here's Matthew Willis. Nice spin. Oh, and he faked him out. That was a really nice move, too. Great finish. So 11-point deficit restored for Southern Crescent. They're sticking with the Chargers despite the offensive prowess early on. Upside, that's Jones. Switches. Nelson's got it off the screen. Jones again, a nice little no-look pass once more, and Mohamed Conte will gladly take that chance for an easy bucket inside. 13-point game, under 8 to play. Oh, lost his dribble, did DeAndre Miller. Was picked up, though, by Bailey. Top of the key, Willis tried to drive to his right, couldn't do it. But he got his dribble back because it was poked away, and he was able to knock down that right wing shot. So 29-18, your new score, 7.5 left in the first half. Up top, Jaquan Nelson. Man of the hour, Jay-Sean Jones, back to Nelson. Gets a screen. It doesn't seem like it, but that is his range. Anywhere in that logo, he can shoot it from. He'll pass it to Conte this time, gives it back, Nelson. He will launch it from there. I told you he could shoot it. He didn't get it to go that time. Ibazimacor almost accidentally knocks it in that time. He was just going up for the rebound and bounced it in. And the horn was sounding. I think they didn't reset the clock, but we'll keep playing. Oh my goodness, packed. Iwazim, of course, said not today. But a nice steal on the other end, and here comes Southern Crescent. High off the glass, it's a foul. As Conte was trying for the block, he fouled Jaden Brill instead, and so that will bring him to the line. 6:49 in the first half. As you see on your screen, it's a 31-18 lead. A couple of chances for Jaden Brill to eat into that Charger advantage, though. First one's good from Brill. And an opportunity for a couple of players to check in for Georgia Highlands. Kamani Hopkinson and Cameron Baldwin, 2 forwards. Check back in. Brill second. It is up and good, too. So 31-19. Should be 20, though. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he made both of them. Got confirmation from the team up here. Now inside Conte, he dishes it off. Baldwin kicks it out, right wing. Oh, the fake. Got somebody to jump. Top of the key. And it is knocked away from behind, and it actually touched the Chargers last. Hopkinson had it knocked free, and he touched it last. So a nice little defensive effort from Matthew Willis. And it is Southern Crescent ball. 31-20. They did fix that scoreboard error, 11-point game. Wallace has it. He's double teamed now on the wing. Forced to pick up his dribble. Has to sky that one away, and it's into the scorer's table. Great defense from Highlands. Keyed in on a chance to trap, and they get the ball back. About 6 to play in the half. After the offensive error from Tech. Highlands looking to take advantage. Conte. Got some fierce defense on him from Brill. Gave it away. And now it's Hopkinson. Again, Hopkinson switches. Conte. Trying to get it inside to Baldwin. It was deflected out. And 4 seconds to shoot. Interesting because he kind of had his leg up too, did Matthew Willis. And it happened to hit his arm and not his leg. Very beneficial for Tech on defense because instead of resetting the shot clock to 20 because it just hit off his hand and it's out of bounds, not a violation or anything. 4 seconds to shoot. Hopkinson trying to break this one in. A bit of a difficult pass, but it did find Conte. That should not. Oh, that's going to count too. Oh my gosh. Monster slam. Cameron Baldwin rendering this crowd speechless. And now here's what's interesting is they're going to have to confirm whether that counts. It should count. They didn't reset the shot clock, so the buzzer sounded, but I think they're going to give the basket anyway. They should. And Conte is going to check out too. Yeah, they're going to count it, so a 13-point lead as it should be. You can't take that dunk off. My goodness. That is absolutely gorgeous. A little bit of razzle-dazzle that time from Baldwin, and tried to get a steal on the other end. He couldn't. That's going to be a foul on DJ Douglas, freshman out of Grovetown, and it will send Matthew Willis to the line for Crescent. 5:19 to go in the half. And there's always something interesting that Tech has done this entire game is they keep all their players outside of the lane. They are not going for offensive rebounds on free throws at all. First free throw no good that time. Willis couldn't get it to go. They have been pretty efficient at the charity stripe up to now. And still a 13-point game, 5:19 in this first half. That one does drop. Nice form and nice finish. We had a substitution there, so we'll stop the play for that. Wallace is out, Brill is in for the Tigers. Just trying to figure something out as he checks in. I think they got it solved. Hopkinson gives it to Payne, and we're back underway. Left side, Hopkinson, top of the key. That's Payne. Switch by Nelson. Finds Hopkinson in space. A little swim move almost. 5:01 to go. It was blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Chargers. But, man, they are getting creative, GHC. This is Payne gets it in. Hopkinson, Baldwin. Left wing. Now it's Jaquan Nelson. Has a screen to his left, and he'll use it. Kick it over there into the corner. Payne switches just barely, and I think that is a genuine shot clock violation that time. Didn't get it off Hopkinson before the buzzer sounded, and so under 5 to play. We got another media. So we'll take a break. 12-point advantage for the Chargers here at home. Stick with us. Back to the action. Glad you're with us in the corral for live coverage of Charger men's basketball. 33-21 the score, 4:47 left in the first half. Good start for the Chargers. Got out to that quick lead, and they haven't looked anywhere else since then. It was just that one occasion when it was 6-4 for Tech early on after Bailey had made his second three-pointer. He's now got 3, but since then, it's been all GHC, and they're going to add 2 more points. Nice finish by Ibazimakur out of Togo. The Georgia State transfer, and it's a 14-point lead. Top of the key, the bounce pass. Oh, it was kind of a miscommunication. Brill's got it now, took it off of Wallace. Thinking about the 3 was Miller. He'll pass it away. Left wing into the corner. Brill still going. Shifty moves. Inside, blocked by Ibazimakur. Offensive rebound, though. 20 more seconds to shoot. Top of the key, a long 3. Oh, it just rims out. Ibazimakur grabs the board. And Payne will try and slow things down a bit for Georgia Highlands. Finds Hopkinson in space. Nice switch, and that's been on all day long. Nelson, no good on the right wing 3. But this kind of 3-2 zone defense that Crescent is throwing at Georgia Highlands has left that backside wing 3 open probably 4 or 5 times by my count. Might be something to fix on the defensive side for the Tigers. They will get the ball back, though. Back in play. Tech with it. DeAndre Miller at the helm. And now there's going to be a central trap. Wow, how about this? Pulling all the stops out defensively, the Chargers. Usually you see a trap in a corner. Not that time. And that pass given away. 2-on-1 attempt if they go quickly. Oh, the aerial pass, and it's finished. You thought they might go with one of these alley-oops, but 2 points all the same. Long 2, that's good. Really clean from Jaden Brill. Got up high, didn't let anybody affect his shot, and he drained it. Textbook finish. 37-23 the score after a flurry of points. That one tipped away by Jaden Brill. Been pretty active. 2:57 to go in the half. Cameron Baldwin going to pass it in. All the way at the center circle is where Payne's standing. Nelson shakes off Brill, back to Payne. Left side, and it's Payne again. We'll be looking inside for Baldwin. No, we'll find Ibazimakur instead. He goes in, can't finish. Defensive board and trying to go quickly is Willis. Willis still has it. Thought about the three. Lost it. Baldwin took it away, and he actually got his hands on it twice because Willis had beat him and he was going to the rack, but Baldwin didn't give up on that play. It will stay with Crescent here. 2:33 left. 14-point difference. Willis with it again, and he will flip it over to the left side. Miller inside from the free throw line, goes in and gets the nice little roll. Jaden Bailey's got 11 points. 37-25. That's the advantage for the Chargers. A little over 2 left. Payne switches Baldwin into the corner, and that's Nelson. Count it. You just knew it. You could see it in his eyes sometimes, and he knows, hey, I'm draining this. One of the better shooters in the entire conference. That is a defensive foul going against Jakeem Payne. Both teams have stayed mostly out of foul trouble, although Georgia Highlands has had a bigger problem with that. Looks like the first on Payne. I think that's 5 on the team for the half. Looks like it. Passed inside, too hot to handle, but he is able to grab it back. Here's Bailey. He's looking to go to the rack, and he does. Can't score at that time. Got his own rebound, though. Kicks it out. That's a really nice pass. The floater no good. Just bounces right to Bailey. Gets Ibazimakor up in the air. Can't get it either that time. So many chances, just couldn't score. And Baldwin the other way. He makes no mistakes in front of the bucket. Knocks it in. 17-point lead, largest of the game. Crescent trying to keep themselves in. Brill, fancy footwork. He's going to the rack. He scores. Oh, and a heavy, heavy crash. That's going to hurt both guys, and Baldwin actually got the worst of that. And you know, I mean, he didn't mean anything malicious out of that. Obviously, he was the one who was worse affected by it, but he's trying to go attack that ball. That is the sound you least want to hear on a basketball floor. Speaking from experience, that hurts. Just hope it's nothing serious. I don't think it will be. Baldwin got up immediately and was able to head out under his own power. Of course, somewhat painfully, but either way, basket's good, and now the and one attempts from Brill. That's good. 42-28 the score. Tech gonna make a change. And getting the ball in, Jay Sean Jones. Jakeem Payne picks it up. 1:20 to go in the half. Payne again. Oh, and at the free throw line, it was just in and out of the hands of Douglas. So going the other way, looks like a three. It would have been, but no good. Bailey tried to keep it in bounds. He couldn't do it. Willis, I think, was expecting to have a little bit more challenge in front of him, and he didn't. Couldn't knock that three down. He just had a lot of space and almost too much space. Sometimes that happens to shooters. So under a minute to play, 55 seconds to be exact, 20 seconds to shoot for the Chargers, and they're up by 14. In the right corner, three ball, no good. Trying for the offensive board, didn't quite work, and it is out of bounds off of Crescent. Ball belongs to the Chargers. 44.9 to go now, 11 to shoot. And they're going to put 20 actually on the shot clock now. So plenty of time. You can go to pretty much any play in the book that you want to. They did not break out of that very confidently, and they're going to give the ball away immediately. Not what the coach is going to want to see in an easy 2 points to Tech going the other way. That's good from Brill, and so it's 42-30. Down to half a minute to play in the first half. 23 seconds to shoot, 7 seconds between the shot and game clock. Chargers look like they'll take their time, try to hold for something close to the final shot. Passed inside, baseline cut. Kicked out to the corner. Payne launches a three. No good, too strong, and over the backboard. 14.2 to play, and in what could feasibly be the last possession of the half, Southern Crescent's going to get it back. They are going to get it into Willis. Switches. Wallace Finds Brill. Brill going inside. Oh, and that was not the right decision against a fearsome defender in Ibezimakor. 6'9" forward was staring him down like, hey, don't do it. Brill did it anyway. And he found out. Top of the key. Bailey gets it to Wallace. Got 3 seconds to shoot. 2, 1. Buzzer beater is not even going to reach the rim. So that's the way we end the first half. Pretty high scoring from a Highlands perspective. 42-30 is your score. Don't go away. Second half's coming up. We'll have stats for you in the halftime break. And we will see you in the second half. Thanks for being with us in the first half from the Corral. For myself, Danny Catula, everybody here at Georgia Highlands. We will see you in just a moment. Don't leave. Just about ready to get this second half of action kicked off. You see it on your screen, 40-32, your current score and the current state of affairs. Dana Gachula with you all on the Chargers Sports Network here at Georgia Highlands College. Just south of Rome, Georgia, as the Chargers hold that 12-point lead over Southern Crescent Tech. The Tigers started off pretty poorly, able to get themselves back into this one despite being down by nearly 20 points at certain points in that first half. They're keeping things interesting. Would really like a good run to start this second half. As long as they can keep it, I think, within 10 to 15 down the stretch is going to be important. And then obviously as you get closer to the end of this game, you want to cut it to something more like 5. It's going to be counter-punching. I think Georgia Highlands are going to feel pretty good about that first half. Have a lot of scoring weapons. 3 players with 8 or more. Jakeem Payne had 9. Muhammad Conte did 2. Jaquan Nelson dropped 8 in that first half. 10 bench points as well. 6 of which came from Abraham Ibzimakor. Well, we get the second half underway. Chargers have their 5 on the floor. 3-pointer from Nelson. It's good. Knocks that one down with ease. It's Payne, Nelson, Hopkinson, Baldwin, and you got Conte out there too. Those are the 5 for the home side. Here come the Tigers. Down by 15 after the 3 ball from Nelson, who's up to 11 points. Inside, that is a blocking foul on Georgia Highlands. A bit of a late call, but they will get it on Cameron Baldwin. So it'll be 2 on him. Only player anywhere remotely near foul trouble, I think, for the Chargers. Nobody else with more than 1 for either team. And that will put Matthew Willis at the charity stripe for a couple of free throws. Knocks the first one down. If there has been one place that Southern Crescent have kept themselves in it more than anywhere else, it's been the free throws. Stats had them at 5 and 5 in that first half, so now they're up to 6 for 6. Haven't missed for the game. I think they've actually taken more free throws than that. Second one's good. And so that'll be 2 more points added to Matthew Willis's total. Left side, here's Conte. They'll switch it. Nelson couldn't get that one to go after knocking the earlier one down in this early second half. 1 minute gone, under 19 to play on the scoreboard for now. 45-32 your score. Hopkinson up top. Got a couple players on him. Passes out of the trouble. Wide open 3. It's good. Can't leave Jakeem Payne open. Not today anyway. He's up to 12, leading the team again. Payne and Nelson, when they're both shooting well, such a tough combo to stop. 3 ball on the other side. That's going to rattle in. Nice finish from Willis, and so he'll add 3 more to his tally. Went into the half with 7 points, and now he's up to 12. Nelson gives it to Conte. Conte bounces it inside. And out to the corner. Nelson wants it again, and he's now 1 for 3 in the second half so far from the 3-point line. They're going to keep feeding it to him, though. He is always a good option for scoring. I'm going to calm it down here are the Tigers on offense. Wallace. Willis driving. Goes to the rack. Gets short on the floater attempt. Nelson going the other way quickly. He's got help. He'll switch it out to the right side in the corner. 3 ball, no good. Air ball from Payne. That's a little surprising. So Wallace has it. Tyquise Wallace for Crescent. Bailey has it. Willis with it. Gets it inside. Bailey again. He's turning himself around, and he'll get an and 1 attempt. It's a nice finish from him. He has scored from every conceivable place. Really good from beyond the arc in that first half. Got a nice bucket inside, and now he's got another one. Chance at the end, 1 attempt. Could cut it to 10. Can't get it to go, though, so it stays 48-37, 17-14 and counting to go in the game. Left side, Payne gets it to the right wing. Conte, unselfish pass, kicked out by Baldwin. Payne drove inside, passed it to Hopkinson, got a second effort, didn't get that to go, tipped around and picked up by Wallace. Wallace brought it out, he'll take his time. Very calm, patient point guard, that's what Tech needs right now. Trying to just work their way back in the game. Goes opposite the screen and no foul there. He went down hard and wide open going the other direction. It's an easy lay-in. And Jaquan Nelson's got it. He's up to 14 points today. Tech had some trouble getting it in, but they will. Willis to Wallace. Tyquise Wallace defended by Nelson for the Chargers. Bailey over for Willis. Matthew Willis into the double team. Trying to dribble out of it. And he does pass out a nice little bounce pass. Inside, going for it, no good. Rebound is tipped, and that's no good either. Bailey's going to pick it up for Tech. Again, a lot of second chance opportunities. GHC struggling to rebound defensively. Drive it inside, and he's blocked. Jaden Brill was not going to get to the hoop that time. Conte goes inside. He scores. He's fouled. Wallace is whistled. And so all of a sudden the lead's back up to 15. And so interestingly, almost nobody is in the lane right now. Tech is going to bring 4 guys in, I think. I've sorted that out. And GHC is going to go back and play half-court defense. No good on that and one attempt. It's short from Conte, so it stays 15 at the deficit for Crescent. 15:44 to go. This one switched to the left side, Bailey. Now it's Willis. Moving to the top of the key slowly. Switches right side all the way at the NJCAA logo. In the corner. Back in there on the pass from Brill. Switch to the left side, 3 to shoot. Willis has to get it off. He does. Hits the rim. So a fresh shot clock, and this is going to be a foul, I guess, on Southern Crescent. And, oh, down really hard on the floor there. Looks like it might be, yeah, that's Hopkinson, I think. Not a good sight. Time's still running in the meantime. The clock is still actively moving, so that's a surprise. I think they'll have to add some time back if they noticed, because it was about 15-10, something like that, and now we're under 15. And what's interesting about that is I think that'd take us to a media timeout if they're going to keep it that way. So, no, they'll move it back. Okay, so 15:05. More importantly, up and getting off under his own power is Kamani Hopkinson. He took a real shot. That's not the first time that somebody's hit the deck pretty hard today for both sides. So GHC ball, 15:05, and the clock is running again. 52-37 is that Charger lead. Payne's got it. He will hand it off. Conte. Another handoff. This is Jayshon Jones. Continuing the perimeter movement. Conte trying to drive inside. Kicks it out. No good on that inside attempt. Defensive board's going to bounce and then fall to Wallace. Here's Willis, extra pass. Brill defended nicely, stolen away by Nelson like it was nothing. Going the other direction, Payne. He knocks in the layup. 54-37 now, under 14 and a half left. Matthew Willis. He'll bounce it to the top of the key with Tyquise Wallace. Willis again, driving inside, long 2. That's his range. He hits it with ease. 54-39, the new score. 14 left. Payne's got it. Gives it to Jones. Lacrosse moves. Now he finds Conte at the free throw line. Spins, stolen away. Brill knew where that was going. He's going alone and can't get it to go. It was too strong. Not the best of layup attempts. Here's Conte going quickly. Bounces it inside. Jones. Oh, a no-look pass. Ibezimakor got 3 guys up, but he couldn't knock his layup in. It did touch Crescent last, so Highlands ball. But Ibezimakor will be disappointed he didn't finish that bucket. And now we'll get that media timeout. 13:37 to go. We'll take a break. 54-39 is the Charger lead. .37 left in the contest. It's a 15-point advantage for the Chargers of GHC here at home. And they got the ball to inbound. 15 to shoot now on the clock, 13:33 in the game. Wide open 3 in the corner. Not the guy you want to give it to if you're Southern Crescent, but he missed it. Nelson was long, and there's a foul on the loose ball. And it is going to go against Tyquise Wallace. That's 3 on Wallace, by the way, so he'll have to watch that. Only real player in foul trouble at the moment. Fresh 20 on the shot clock, 13:24 to go in the game. Highlands with Payne, passes it inside, they kick it to the corner. That's the shot they want, and not the result they want, though. Conte lost it. Picked up by Wallace, and he will shove that one across to the other side, and they do get across midcourt in time. 3 for Willis, no good. Backside rebound, Conte for the Chargers. Here comes Jones. Right wing driving inside. Nelson kicks it out. Nice vision to see Conte. He finishes inside. Mo Conte knocks it in. Under 13 to go, and it's a 17-point difference. Crescent are going to have to make a couple of quick runs to try and make this a little bit more manageable. Plenty of time, though, of course, for that to happen. Here's Willis. Nice little turn, but he couldn't get away from Conte. Got a screen. And now he's got Ibezimakor on him. You'd think that's a mismatch. They passed away from it, though. Driving inside. Oh, a nice little spin, but not the finish. DeAndre Miller pulled out all the stops. Oh, boy. Jones, wow, it got blocked in. Jaden Bailey actually blocked that out of the air. It hit the backboard and still went in for Jayshon Jones. Unconventional way to make a layup. They all count the same, though, of course. 12:04 left in the game. Wide open, right corner 3. It's too strong. Defensive board. That's Jones. Nice pass. Wide open lane, and Payne can't be stopped. 2 more. 21-point advantage. Crescent trying to stop the bleeding. It's going to be a goaltend. Oh. Well. Yeah, they're going to count it from Wesley Ankoma. Yeah, so goaltending. That's what we thought. 11:47 to go. We got a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll stick around. So with that bucket, it stays a little bit more reasonable. Not sure why they took 2 points off the scoreboard for Highlands, but it should be 60-41 right now. Scoreboard says something else. Unless I missed something. I still have it as 60-41 Highlands. They dropped it down to 58 for whatever reason on the scoreboard. That's strange. I don't know why they would have done that. Yeah, well, we'll check on that. If we hear anything different, we'll let you know. I don't think there would have been any reason to take 2 points off, but yeah, we'll do it. I mean, you gotta follow the scoreboard, I guess. It said 60, and then it didn't. So, well, happens sometimes. 58-41, I guess. So not only does SC Tech get a basket, they're actually going to have a basket taken off somehow. 17 points is the deficit, according to the scoreboard. 11:47 left to play. And it's just going to be a matter of trying to keep themselves mentally composed for the visitors. The Tigers have struggled offensively more than anything. And GHC, they're a good offensive team. They're going to score the basketball, especially in the conference. They've done it all January long. It's been a really good month for them. They are 5-2. Their only two losses were a 1-point loss at home against Roane State out of conference. And in the conference, they lost that tough one against South Georgia State 73-70. Picked second in the preseason poll in the GCAA were Georgia Highlands, and they have mostly lived up to that billing. So for Tech, it's just going to be, trying to limit the offensive damage they do, but more than anything, they've got to score on the other end and not allow the Chargers to extend this lead any further. Here's Nelson, one of the big reasons why this offense is so dangerous. Payne inside. Quick hot potato pass to Conte, too easy. Gave him some space in the paint, and he was never going to miss from there. 60-41 the score. Bailey driving inside. Defended by Jones, passed inside, and the trees there, and stolen away. 5 guys were there on him on the ball, and DeAndre Miller still put it on the ground and putting it in the hoop is Jakeem Payne. That's a great finish on the slam. 64-41, your new score. 11 minutes to play. Bailey, three-pointer. Not the daggers that we've been seeing from him in the first half. He's been a little bit off here in the second period. Bailey had it deflected out. Nice defense from Jakeem Payne. 10:57 left in the game, and again for Crescent, he's just trying to make sure it doesn't get particularly ugly. This is the moment of the game where you really, really need some help on the scoreboard. And again, you got to keep in mind, they don't have a whole lot of fresh bodies that they can bring in. They've only brought 6 players with them today. And so that definitely affects how much you're able to try and mount a comeback. There was some space for Jones, but he did not even really consider the shot. Here's Abezimakor. Can't get that to go. He has struggled with his touch around the basket. And Conte is just going to reach out and steal one out of nothing. Oh, and the slam, no good. He rose up for it, but didn't finish it. Oh, another hard crash of bodies. It's a blocking foul. Jakeem Payne stays on the ground. Foul's going to go against Jaden Bailey. And Payne will do a couple push-ups. So Payne, after the push-ups, is going to go to the line and shoot 2. First foul on Jaden Bailey. 4th team foul of the half for Southern Crescent. Coming off of 2 straight wins are Georgia Highlands. The 1-point victory over Chipola, which was out of conference, and they beat Andrew College by 20. And it's very likely they'll get to 70 in this one. It'll be the 3rd time in the past 4 games that they've done that, and if you want to extend that down to 68 points, they have not scored less than 68 points since December. And before we get this second free throw, there's a conversation to be had. All right, well, don't know exactly what happened there. Oh well, 65-41 the score. Second free throw from Jakeem Payne out of Douglasville. That one's short. Defensive board for Tech. They're going the other way. Here's Willis. Could use a bucket from him. We'll give it to Miller. Miller drives inside, afforded some space. Off the window, no good. And the cross-court heave. Hail Mary of a breakaway pass. And Jaquan Nelson left alone. He'll knock in a layup. 67-41 the score. Wallace with a bounce pass. Willis, long 3. Too long, no good. And it's going to be Charger basketball. and immediate timeout as well. So we'll take a break. We will come right back. Don't miss the final 10 minutes. Chargers heavily in front, in control against Southern Crescent here on the Chargers Sports Network. (67-41). GHC up pretty big. 26 points is the advantage, and we're into the, theoretically, the final quarter as we pass the 10-minute mark of the second half here in the Corral. Payne's got it up top for the Chargers. Switches. Douglas back to Payne where it came from. A long three, no good. Testing his range there. Offensive board though. Conte passed inside. Ibazimakor not gonna miss that one. And it's 69-41. Here's DeAndre Miller, top of the key. Willis going inside. He can't get it to go. Offensive board though. Passed inside and a foul as Wesley Ankoma was going up. We'll get Jones for the foul. The Shelbyville product, his first foul of the game, only 3 on the team. It's been a pretty foul-free game so far. Georgia Highlands have kept things pretty tight. And despite a lack of scoring for Tech, they have been pretty clean on the defensive end too. Second free throw for Ankoma. No good, it's short and bounces a little right. 9 to play exactly. And it is a 27-point difference. Chargers looking to put this one out of reach. Conte, Jones, corner. Douglas wanted it, but he was guarded pretty heavily. Oh, the no-look pass inside, Snake Eyes. Payne, 7 to shoot. Left wing, 3 ball, no good. It's long from Jones. Defensive rebound and going away with explosiveness. Nice pass by Willis to DeAndre Miller, but he missed the layup, and so going the other direction. Chargers want to go quickly. Conte along the baseline, and it was knocked off the back of Wesley Ankoma. It was not a purposeful steal. Oh, well, now you see it, now you don't, from Tyquise Wallace. Nice handle. Bailey's got it, back to Wallace. 8 minutes left now in this one. Willis has it. Long left wing shot, no good from the three-point line. Defensive rebound, Ibazimakor. Big reason why he's in the lineup is those rebounds. Oh, and an easy slam. No one's even there for Jay-Sean Jones. It just feels like the spirit is mostly broken for Southern Crescent at the moment. Certainly less than ideal situation on the scoreboard. Long pass, and again, just nobody getting back for Southern Crescent. And that one goes in as a result. 73-42 the score. Nice pass inside, he just wasn't ready for it. And the ball given away, Douglas steals it. 2-on-1, just nobody playing defense. And the easy lob. And an alley-oop too. Count it for Jay-Sean Jones. So I think we're going to get a Tech timeout. And it will be a full timeout. 7:08 to play. We'll take a break. Big, big lead. Chargers rolling right here on the Chargers Sports Network. back underway in this one. It feels like a formality, but of course we said that before in sports, and you never know. Big lead, though, for GHC. They have deservedly, resoundingly earned the lead that they currently enjoy. Under 7 to play, and right now the deficit's 33. Chargers with the ball. It's Jakeem Payne. Taking his time. Looks like a 2-3 zone. Great pass inside. That is exactly how you beat a 2-3 zone, and it's exactly what I was going to say. And they did it before I could even say it, although they do miss 2 wide open layups. That's stolen, though, on the fast break. Given away. Jay-Sean Jones got it. He's going the other direction. Nice pass inside. Douglas wasn't ready for it. I think he thought that Payne was just going to shoot it. Oh, and 3 seconds in the lane on Douglas. Well, that wasn't the best way to take advantage of the turnover. Getting a bit sloppy. 6:22 left. Here's Bailey. He'll pull up and shoot. Oh, the defense was there, but it didn't matter. Bailey found his spot and just scored it. Now 6 to play here, 75-44 is what the scoreboard says. It's Payne. Into the corner. Jones. Little reverse layup. That falls. Gets a nice bounce. And man, it is eerie now. Almost kind of empty. Earlier on, this was a packed house. All the athletes who were here being honored in between the women's and men's game. They were here really making some noise, making this a fun atmosphere. They have all left the building, and it's strangely quiet. Here's Payne. He will give it up, and Jones going to the rack. The offense has not been quiet at all for GHC. Maybe quiet in the building, but oh, that's a nice move on the other end. That's one of the better plays you're going to see all day long. Jaden Bailey, not going to get much credit for it given the way that the game's going, but that is a really nice move. Not easy to pull that spin move off and then to make the bucket to boot. Here's the right wing 3 ball. No good from DJ Douglas out of Grovetown, Georgia. Not too far from here. West side of Georgia. Rebound, Ibazim McCord. Hail Mary pass. 3-on-1. And the airmail pass from Nelson only yields a layup from Jakeem Payne. And he's smiling because he knew probably one that he could have dunked. Switched over to the left side. Wallace into the left corner. 3 ball. Willis, that's good. Clean 3-pointer that time. 81-49 the score. 4.5 left in this game. Nelson's got it. He'll switch it to Jones. Kicks it, right wing, 3 ball. Nelson had a chance to line it up, and he usually doesn't miss on those occasions. Now 4 to play. They're double teaming now. It's 84-49 after that latest 3 from Jaquan Nelson. Nelson and Payne, the former Alexander High School duo, have been fantastic today. Southern Crescent Tech has just had no response. They are going to score on the other end, though. Bailey knocks it in. Definitely one of the better point providers for the Tigers today. And that has been the difference, is just a lack of scoring in general from Southern Crescent. It's been tough to put the ball in the basket defensively. That's going to be another 3 from Jaquan Nelson, but this is not the first team that Highlands has put up a lot of points against, but you got to be able to score on the other end against GHC if you're going to keep pace with them. And that's what the Tigers have not been able to do. No good on the pass inside, and nobody getting back. Emphatic slam from Jay-Sean Jones. And Tech do just really look tired. The guys who have been playing this entire game, no real opportunity to sub him out. Long 3, that's going to go down. Tyquise Wallace, enough juice in the arms to knock down that one. And I think they're going to call another timeout, Tech are. And it's a 30. I think that's all they got left. They will extend this one to a full, though. Final media timeout, so we'll have another break. Getting down to the end of this, and 2:48 in the game on a rainy day in Rome. Chargers ahead by 35. Chargers 89, Tigers 54. That is the state of affairs with about 2 3/4 left to go in this one. Left wing 3-ball, no good from DJ Douglas. Tried to get the offensive board and it just kind of slipped out of his hands. Oh, going the other way. A little bit of an unconventional slam, but it goes down. And Bailey with the finish, I should say. Oh, a nice finish on the other side of things. Jaquan Nelson just keeps scoring in every conceivable fashion. He's an offensive machine. 2:07 left. Long two, no good. Offensive board, though. And that's a grown man finish. And one. Wesley Ankoma knocks it in after the offensive board. Powered his way inside, got the foul, scored anyway. They are going to make a change, GHC. They'll put Muhammad Kante back in. Mo checking in to replace Jaquan Nelson. You would think that's the last we've seen of him today. 2:01 to play. No good on the end, one attempt. Two guys fighting for the same rebound, nobody around them, but they figured it out. Kante bringing it up for the Chargers. Closing in on 100 points now. Left wing, Ibazim McCour into the corner, and I think he stepped out of bounds on the sideline there, so they'll give the ball away. That was a fairly needless one. Looking at the higher scores that GHC have put together on the season. Highest one this year is 104. That was earlier this month. They won against the same team in Griffin at Southern Crescent Tech. 104-70 was the final there. Only other time they broke 100 was at New Rock Prep. This one's stolen away, and they're going to add a couple points almost surely. Oh, the windmill. Added in some style. Why not from Jay Sean Jones? That's just another addition to his highlight reel today. But they won at New Rock Prep, 102-81. They've also put up 90-plus at Chipola College in the Gulf Coast State College Classic. Oh, and another slam. Muhammad Kante knocks it down. 94-58. Bailey the other way, blocked. DJ Douglas was there. Kante driving inside, little pass. Oh, Hopkinson spin. Lay in as well, 47.5 to play. And it's 97-58. Yeah, so this one is going to rank above a lot of these games, even in Spartanburg Methodists. Scored 90-plus. ASA, they scored 92. They've beaten that score today, down to 29 in this one. Fighting for the offensive board, couldn't get it. They could hold. They're not going to, though, as CJ Douglas is going to slam one more home, and coach on the sideline says, hey, no more, get back. That's enough of that. 20 seconds to play, that'll pretty much do it. They're going to have to get across half court, but that's it. So 99 is going to be the point total that they put up, third highest on the season, and it'll cap off a very, very good January for the Chargers. They will finish it out this month at 6-2, and that buzzer makes it official. Georgia Highlands College improving to 5-1 in the conference, maintaining second place in the GCAA standings, keeping pace with Albany Tech, South Georgia Tech, both with one loss, and South Georgia on top of things at 5-0. Folks, that is all from us. Pleasure to have you with us, whether you were just here for the men's game or stuck around for the entire doubleheader. Been a pleasure to give you this Saturday afternoon of action of Georgia Highlands College basketball here on the Charger Sports Network. For everyone here who makes these broadcasts possible, Brandon Harrell, athletic director out here. Tony Masterson, who wasn't able to be here with us today, but a big part of this team as well. You'll typically hear his voice on these broadcasts. And everybody else here at GHC, want to say thanks for tuning in. My name's Danny Catula, and make sure to tune in with us all through February. Next game is the 3rd of February, another Saturday, hosting South Georgia Tech. That's a big one. You'll want to make sure you tune in for it. Until then, have a great afternoon. Be blessed. We'll see you next time.